Hello everyone, Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel. I know I normally start these videos in town, but I was testing this out and everything just kind of went right. We are only missing one blessing from this being like ideal, so let me show you what's going on. We're playing the best power character, Merris. If that's news to you, well, it's the truth, and we don't even use Radiance because it doesn't matter. We'll take Piety here. So let me show you guys what's happening. We're using the Scepter of Rossus. This is like the main thing. This is probably the coolest item in the game, I would say. I did a video on this when this item came out in Act 2. It's fantastic. Basically what it does is it converts all your cast and summon bonuses, like to damage, crit, cooldown, area, and duration, to power bonuses. In this case, I am using it to buff our specifically area, because we have 50% cast area here and 20% cast area here. So we're turning all those into power area. So we have 175% power area. We also have 136% power damage from various like cast power damage type things and whatnot. But we also have just straight up 600% extra damage. I mean, that's getting doubled right now, so it's like 300% normal. I have a combat shrine. The joke of what all we're doing here, in addition to that, we're using telekinesis, which is really good. Probably didn't need twin cast. I wasn't expecting this run to have everything. You could switch this out, but you just want all your cast damage here because it's all going to buff, and you'd want summon damage as well. So like this can be improved, but it's fine. Anyways, telekinesis is big because we have a ton of pull area. If we look back over here, we're at like 20k, which is huge. That means pull area increases our damage. And what we're going to be doing is just going all in on fear, because fear is overpowered. Right now it's got a 3100 AoE. It's gonna get larger. And now I am out of dice because I did get everything. Like we're a minute in, we're 2 minutes in. But it just so happened that we got everything. Like we started with Day of Judgment into Quake. I thought that was silly. But then we rolled Master Fear and Master Persistence. So the only thing I'm really missing right now is cast area up from Justice as another way to buff our area, and then we're just gonna stack points into Fear. And I think this clears max difficulty with just being a straight up aura build. Now this is trash. Like we actually need to level up Fear. Part of this, like, Fear scales really well with levels, and right now we haven't really gotten any, so that's pretty bad. We also have, I should mention, because this is kind of important, we have Lightning Armageddon, which because it's a power, it does a ton of damage every time we level up. And Tomes for a little extra early damage. It doesn't really scale that well, but it's whatever. I mean, we'll take Rock Shield and be like silly with it. It's not going to do a lot, I don't think. It's not going to be bad though. We're also not attacking because I have the extra damage from the not attacking talent. We're also not dashing because I just don't feel like it. We're just going to take a nice little stroll and everything's going to die. Honestly, the biggest enemies we have to deal with are like the bulky golems. Everything else should kind of just die from being near us. Power area up. That is actually more important than leveling up Rock Shield right now. Again, we want Fear. It's like super important that we get it in the next couple of levels. See, it goes from 285 to 500 and the AoE goes up, but without bonuses, it's 522 and 1000. With bonuses, if I click the right button, it's 3k and 4200. So in a second here, it's going to clear the whole screen. So for some reasons, Merris gets to be essentially the best cast character, the best summon character, arguably the best dash character, and I'll take this at novice. That's fine, I guess. I don't know. I'm normally against this. Maybe just reroll. Maybe get lucky. It's better. 20%. Basically just saved a level for 1 dice. Remember, that's not cast area, that is power area. But yeah. Oh, and then we get 35% more power area. You'll love to see it. So yeah, Merris, and not the best attack character though. She doesn't get that one. Landslide up is just not worth taking. Let's be honest. Better reroll here. I'll take protection over Eclipse up. Defense matters, as we know. Like if we want to actually win the run, defense is gonna matter. Like winning runs is no longer like super important to me at this difficulty. Like done it with everything. All right, there's another level of life link. That's our fear. That's gonna go absurd. I think by the time it's maxed out, plus the other like AoE stuff is maxed out, it should fill the entire screen with this aura. Which is pretty neat. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And then here, we could take damage, but I'm gonna take area because I think it's funnier. The one thing that I kind of wanted to do with this build that we didn't actually get to is I wasn't initially going to use... These are trash. I wasn't initially going to use Nin, Earth Mummy. I was going to use Time to pick up Force for extra pull range because that's synergy with Telekinesis. However, it just ended up this way, so I think we're fine. And like, you know, be happy with her. We also have Rock Hands, which is a spell in this game. I'll say that. It is a spell in this game that is hilarious and probably nothing really beyond a JoJo's reference because it's not very good. Even if you devote everything to it, because I have tried it and it just doesn't. I have tried to make it work so much and it just doesn't work. Mostly because it doesn't scale. You might be able to, I think you could probably beat d30 like going hard into it, but you need like super good gear. Yep, everything just dies. Pickup drops? Sure. We're getting a lot of fates. It's kind of weird. But yeah, this ended up being like the biggest aura stuff we could possibly get. I guess for here, you take max life and armor. The cool thing about the staff, right, is because you're converting all of your cast damage and your summon damage to power, that also means that all the shrines that you pick up, or like not all of them, but a lot of the shrines you pick up that would normally not be good for a build end up being very, very powerful, just because they actually affects what you're doing. Should probably take fear, but I'm gonna take malady because it was offered. We do have stun from Nin through landslide and quake, even though that's like not even that great because like look, you don't get cast or summon damage. So they're not actually going to do anything, but I don't know. It's fine. Luck, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I don't think. I think the only thing that matters is upping fear. I guess spreading fear if we get hit, because we should only get hit once at a time at any given moment, I would assume. Increase cast for bigger area. Lightning is gonna strike like crazy because we level up. It's not gonna hit anything because everything's dead. But yeah, it's just a good little stroll to have. This is a really good farming build, by the way, for Act 30. Now you are like, if you just want to get money. One of the problems with that, of course, is that in the new system, you are more likely to find gear for the character you're using, which if you're trying to farm out your light armor characters, that's fine. But if you're trying to farm out like medium armor for the, you know, new character who we presume is a medium armor character, we don't know that, but we're assuming it, the druid, you're probably going to want, you know, to play Scotty. Fear not doing a ton of damage right now, but that's all right. We'll just walk around. It's definitely not a boss killer. That's for sure. But we do have other like powers doing things, so it's not completely useless. Did I pick up a second power? Oh, I did rock shield. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's not like that was a super difficult. That was like a 30-second kill, and Fear still has a lot of levels to go. Look at the skeletons drop. Oh my. It's just full screen. It's just full screen death right now. What a character. We can dash through stuff. All right, I'm just gonna take Eclipse. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna joke around. What are we at now? We're at. It's got an 11k AOE. Enemies are just dying from everywhere. Persistence to level 5. Yep, sure. 11k goes to 12.7. It does 17k a second. What's our pull? What's our radius? 19? Okay, so we should still be sucking in all the experience that we get from killing enemies. If only more would spawn, so we could get more XP. All right, take Eclipse. It's so dumb. It's so dumb, and I love it. You can definitely optimize this a little bit better for sure. All right, that going to expert's kind of a big deal. By like, well, taking another power that does more damage than rock shield for sure. But I don't think you need to. All right, we'll take protection. That's fine. Armor is good. There aren't really other things to get from her because from Justice, because a lot of our stuff is power and we're already power locked. Because we already have our 2. You could throw on a belt that gives you extra power slots if you want with this. I don't not recommend that, because having Radiance on top of this isn't bad for bosses. You don't need it for anything but bosses. This is definitely Ravens. Just to try and grab... Just to try and get mayhem damage, but like that's not really the craziest of pulls. On the other hand, it does open up influence, which I forgot about. Yeah, I'll take it. That is, influence is summon damage, or is power damage. So yeah, actually kind of insane. Oh, that was the other thing I was gonna do. Yeah, so you can trade out Nin for time, which would let you grab Force and Summoner. Now, Summoner's really good, because that's a lot of damage to your powers over time. Your attacks, duration, negative effects. Actually, that's not bad. Duration of bad status effects is lower. Burning does a ton of damage in the current state of the game, so I don't hate it. All right, Fear to level 7. Welcome to Fear Street. We watched that recently. I thought it was pretty good. The little 3-piece movie on Netflix. It wasn't like incredible, but can't really complain about it. I guess we're taking rock hands here. I mean, it's not, again, it's not doing anything, but those other abilities are also are not doing anything at all. So yeah, I would say this is the coolest. Yeah, it's definitely the best weapon in the game, or most interesting. And I also think, I guess I can take Necromancy. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think having more items like this would be kind of neat for other characters in the future. Like, this is
This is one of the more entertaining ways to do uniques, in my opinion. Look at all these skeleton bros. At some point, they're just gonna break. I don't know what Nin has to give us right now. I mean, Rock Shield, I guess, for bosses is what I should take. Oh. Well, we can upgrade our stuff to Master. That actually has decent implications. 3% power damage. You love it. Oh, and actually XP Shrine goes crazy too. Eclipse to Master. Don't mind if I do. I guess I could take status damage. I don't think luck does anything. What's our current fear situation here? 1600 AoE. Yeah. That's unreasonable, I guess. Oh, I guess luck works with execution. I didn't think about that. Huh. Yeah, I kind of missed out there. I should have been taking luck this whole time. All right, we'll upgrade execution. Actually, having the upgrade to masters there, it's not something I normally do, but in this situation, it's actually insane. Normally, you want life on kill just to survive. But since we've already gotten a bunch of levels of stuff we want, being able to like buff this stuff is really good. Now, obviously, fear is the priority over quite literally everything. Okay, reduce status effect duration by another 20%. I mean, yeah, I mean, it makes it 40%. That's the way it works. It stacks like that. Can have a good bit of loot from this one. Let's go full protection first. I can't remember if I might have hit early Pandemonium. I did not. I did not hit early Pandemonium. I think I was offered early Pandemonium before I started the recording. And then it just didn't happen. Cooldown reduction is a thing. We do have to watch out. I don't know if I have, like, what my regen situation is, if I'm being honest. So, we actually just learned something. That means that the archers are firing from, like, over 1,600 away. Which is kind of bullshit, if I'm being honest. The archers have a little too good a range. All right, Justice, what? Okay, sure. I think she's done with us for now. Unless she has a legendary to offer us. We've gotten all we could. And that brings us back here. I honestly think we're better off taking a landslide up and having an every so often stun than we are upgrading rock hands. Which goes to show, or like, yeah. Which, even with higher level rock hands, it just goes to show like how bad that spell is and how it has no utility. If it's stunned enemies next to you, I think that would be one way to make it okay. And it kind of leans into what she does. Or maybe if it did extra damage to stunned enemies, that would be interesting. Like a significant amount. That guy's got a lot of HP, huh? Pull area up. Actually kind of good. So 500 actually means 1,000, and every 100 is 0.3%. So, you know, it's like 3% damage, whatever. We take it. We take that. We're happy with it. Yeah, these guys can actually just run us down. Bad. All right. Insect Queen. Probably just want to stay on the other side of a pillar for her. If I had to guess. A whole lot of nothing happening here. I think we're gonna die. That's a shame. I feel like that should have worked better, but we didn't do any extra damage to the Insect Queen, so maybe you need another power for this to work. Weird. Weird. I thought we were handling that really well. No single target. is the problem there. No single target. I guess Trying to think. What could we do? Now, like, realistically, I'd come over here and, like, increase summon damage here would be better. I mean, channel's obviously really good. Instead of twin cast, because twin cast doesn't matter, you could take the fellowship. That would definitely improve how strong that went. Besides that, it's kind of weird. Because you would think that that would have just cleared everything. But surprisingly, it just folds to current D100 Insect Queen. I will say anything lower than that, absolute stomp best. Not even close. Is there any gear here that's actually worth taking? I don't think so. Most of this stuff is kind of mid. That is a lot of attack damage. We might keep that. We'll see if there's anything in the shop that would help this specific build, but I don't expect there to be. Typically, I don't expect to see upgrades, but you never know. Sometimes you stumble upon stuff that's like kind of fancy, like these like 10% movement speed, light armor. Yeah, I'll take that. I'm never gonna make money because I always end up buying one thing out of the shop every time I go. But anyways, okay, short video for this one. There'll be something else today, I'm sure, but I don't. There's not really much to do to make it better there. It's just the current nature of like this build. You could buff the damage and lower the area. I would say if you want to like maximize it, take off the this and add some damage on like the headpiece. Oh, that's not really it. On like here, like 64% cast damage, stuff like that. Tomes didn't do anything for the record. You could also switch that out with something significantly better, like any cast damage. Remember, any cast damage, any summon damage, any power damage, all ends up being way better than what we just had. Like even this armor power damage would have been better. So just something to keep in mind. Anyways, if you guys want to see me run this one back, let me know in the comments. You know, I kind of did what I wanted to do and make a giant area. It just sucks that it had no fight against her. Oh, we did have life on kill. That explains why that was going so well. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Jeff out. Bye.